Fastenal. For all your hardware, industrial, or construction needs, see Mike Miller or Brian Pickerel at Fastenal, located at 497 Industrial Drive. Hatcher & Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899, located at 801 North Ray Street. Mike Bryant State Farm, located on 200 Rogers Road. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Bypass Carpets. Stop by and see our large stock of Berber carpets in 12 and 15-foot widths. We also have a large selection of remnants now on sale. Looking to buy a new home or refinance an existing home? Come see Amy Pardue at U.S. Bank downtown or call 659-3200. U.S. Bank is an equal housing lender. Computer Data Professionals, specializing in computer sales and service, copy and print service, as well as video to DVD transfer. Call them 651-3987.
Tonight, Barron County and Marshall County from Benton, Kentucky. And John, how's the volleyball team doing?
Playing very well. Their district starts next week. And they play a regular district just like in basketball now. We're in the same district as Allen. Edmondson and Glasgow doesn't have a team. And they won several in a row. And will probably, if they get out of the district, one of the favorites in the region. So, they beat Metcalf last night. They had a good win over Greenwood earlier in the week, and Greenwood's one of the favorites as well for the regional title. So, a lot of those kids are playing well. A lot of my players that play on the basketball team are playing on that team, plus some others. So, it's Coach Moon has done a good job with them, and see how far they can go in the tournament.
And some big news officially probably Monday or Tuesday of next week on the basketball front.
Yeah, we're Patricia Barlow has committed to the University of Louisville, and she made that decision Thursday. We kind of wanted to wait and try to get all that out and get all the press release out Monday, but it's kind of leaked out a little bit, so we go ahead and make the announcement. But we're really proud of her, and it's a tremendous opportunity for her, to be honest with you. Anytime you sign a Division I scholarship, it's just great.
Yeah.
She's going to the University of Louisville, and they've got a new coach, and the thrill of playing there and potentially maybe even moving into the Big East later down the road is something that it's a great honor for her. And it's a tough decision for her because she had a lot of schools and that were really good to her, and she had to make a tough call. But I think she feels comfortable with that, and I'm happy for her. But we'll have more about that later on.
It's always good to get something like that out of the way.
I think so. That's exactly right.
And what else is it that's going on that we need to know about? Anything else sports-wise?
In the high school? I can't think of anything right now.
Out of school next week.
Out of school next week. Yeah. That's exactly right. So,
baseball playoffs are going.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Looks like, I don't want to bring up bad news, Jackie, but it looks like we're playing the Florida Gators here.
Got the orange pants and the helmets and the numbers on their jerseys.
You didn't even have to mention Florida.
That's a little touchy. You're still in mourning from last week.
I'm still recovering.
That was tough. Trojans in burgundy, top to bottom, with gold numbers. And who won the toss? Did you happen to catch it?
John was telling me some bits of humor over here.
Okay, Marshall County won the toss. They deferred to the second half.
Well, I'd rather have the ball anyway.
Was the weather like this last week? Because this is the coolest it's been since.
Well, it wasn't quite this cool.
Not quite this cool.
This is getting close to football weather.
Well, let's play some football here tonight. We're about ready to start.
Yeah, we're going to have Marshall County kicking off from their own 40-yard line. They'll be moving left to right. And I don't know if I'm going to have a 14 listed on here.
Well, let's make somebody else kick then.
We're going to have to figure out who that is. Ben Wyatt back deep to receive for Barron County. Trojans be moving right to left. And here we go. As we're going to have to find out who 14 is, because I'm sure if he's the kicker, he'll be doing the chores all night. Kick end over end deep. Goes to Ben Wyatt inside about the 13-yard line. Trying to break it open and gets all the way up to about 29 to make spotted at the 30.
Well, that's the best field position we've had to start a drive in about 3 games.
It is.
Sure didn't have any last week. Nice return by Ben that time. So he took the ball about 13, punched it out to the 30. Well, the Trojans will start the first drive of this football game. First drive in what we hope will be many.
Two wide receivers right, one to the near side as Adams going in motion. Low man in the backfield is Barnett. Here's the pitch out to Barnett. Barnett cutting back inside. and going to be up to about the 33, maybe 32 to the 33. We'll see where they spot it. Picks up 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Adams went in motion that time to the right side, went out and tried to get the kick-out block. Barnett turned it up for a gain of 3.
I think the Marshall County fan bus just arrived. They just had a slew of people just walk through here, including their cheerleaders.
2nd and 7 for Barron County. Here's the pitch out this time to Kyle Adams. And Adams gets across the 35 to about the 36.
And a late hit.
We got a late hit coming.
Yeah, can't afford to do that. It's going to be a...
Cannot make any mistakes or turnovers in this
It's
game.
going to be a late hit. I think it's on Mark Wood there, coming in late for a late block right there, and that's going to bring it back 15 yards from the foul.
So rather than having third down and about 2, it's going to push us back 15.
Let's see where they're going to walk it off from. About the 36.
From the end of the run there.
Yeah. Maybe the 37.
Nothing.
Goes back to the 22, 23-yard line.
There was nothing malicious in the intent. He was trying to make a block, but the play was basically over when he made that late block.
Backed up to the 23.
And it's going to be called after the play. So, so instead of second, it
would have been third down.
So now it's going, well, yeah, it's third down.
After the wide out split. Got Jess Gooden to the near side and A.J. Mitchell the far side, I believe. And here's a handoff. Gets to about the 30-yard line.
That's the counter. I believe that
was Kyle Adams.
It's a little wrinkle that coaching staff put in.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, put in this week. Some counters worked quite well. Gain of 8, but you needed 18 instead of 8.
Brings up 4th and 11, and it'll be Ben White do the punting chores for Barron County. Here's the snap, and White,
good kick,
pretty good kick there, and it's going to be caught at the 45.
Yeah, he called for a fair
catch. That was 35 Tyler Wallace, and so Marshall County will have the football on their own 45-yard line.
Excellent kick by Ben.
26 yards on the punt, no return. Ben kind of pressed into the punting duties.
He has been quite helpful this year. A nice addition to the team.
Hafer with the handoff right up the middle.
Oh, we had a false start on that one, but no flag.
Got to about the 49-yard line. We're going to have to check the numbers. That's going to be Austin Beck starting at the fullback spot tonight. 6'1", 220, a senior for Marshall County.
And evidently, talking to the coaches, the key to stopping Marshall County is going to be stopping that fullback. They're going to run a lot of plays between the tackles.
Hafer is under center with a man in motion. And there it is.
We got that one. Missed the first one, but we got that one.
So instead of 2nd and 6, it'll be 2nd down and 11 for Marshall County. We're in the first quarter with 9:59 to play, no score. Marshall County making their first drive of the football game. So the Marshalls backed up to their own 44-yard line. Hafer under center. Takes a snap. And this handoff.
Kyle Adams.
Nice tackle in the backfield. 35 Tyler Wallace for a loss on the play.
And Kyle Adams coming through and making another big play as he has all year. Loss of, about 7 or 8 on the play as they try to reverse. So that's going to bring up third down at about 19 with the ball spotted on the Marshall County 38. Here's where you have to make a play. Third and long, you got to make a stop.
Kerry King White out to the near side. And fake handoff. And the quarterback sacked. Kyle
Adams sacked quarterback all the way back on about the 27-yard line.
Nice defensive play once again by Kyle Adams.
Loss of 12.
Evidently, Kyle's out quicking somebody on that
He's playing that linebacker position. And
Right side of the Marshall County line.
Marshall's forced to punt.
Cal has had an outstanding year.
Here's the snap. And a kick. Nice kick. And a bounce at the 40.
Almost blocked, to be honest with you. Man Hornback, I think, had a shot at that one.
I see a lot more fire in their eyes out here tonight than I've seen the last.
Well, I know they had a really
game.
I know yesterday's practice was real sharp. And
looks like a lot of energy right now.
well, you got to bring it. You got to have energy, and you got to have confidence. And right now we have energy. We need to make some plays to get confidence in terms of offensively.
Jess Gooden coming to the near side. A little different setup here. And the handoff right up the middle. It's Barnett getting to about the 45.
He's a tough runner. He gets those tough yards between the tackles. Picked up about 5 on that one.
Another sophomore.
I like the way he runs. He runs north and south, and by that mean, you know, he finishes the run. He finishes the run.
Yep.
Yards after contact.
They're going to give him almost 5 on that one. Be second and 5.5 for the Trojans. Ben White on the near side this time. And the handoff to Kyle Adams, and nothing there really.
Yeah, they got good penetration that time, and just wasn't anything there. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for Barron County with the ball on their own 45-yard line. 7:33 remaining here in the first quarter. No score here in the homecoming game. A.J. Mitchell and Jess Gooden coming wide to the near side. Barnett and Adams lined up behind Jacob Glover, the quarterback. Here's the pitch out. Adams trying to cut the corner. He does. And gets all the way up to...
We got a flag, and I don't like where that one's coming from.
Well, I thought that was a super block at time.
That could be a hold.
Yeah, I thought it was a good block by Jess Gooden over here. And they're going to call an illegal block.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it. May have happened. I'm going to call it illegal block in the back. I thought Jess Gooden, 24, made a really nice block. Somebody else must have...
Well, that nullifies the first down.
Backed up to the 41-yard line.
That's 2 big penalties so far against the Trojans.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Barron County. Mitchell wide right with Wyatt to the near side. Glover takes a snap, fakes a handoff. He looks to throw. The pass is going to be incomplete.
Pretty good.
To John Barnett.
That's a pretty good pass that time. That was the counter rollout that time by Jacob, trying to hit John Barnett in the flat. Pretty good pass.
Brings up 4th down. Wyatt back to punt.
I think we saw a little inexperience on that one, didn't we?
Going to have Tyler Wallace along with, I believe that's Corey Bennett back for Marshall County. And that ball is going to roll out of bounds at the 25.
33-yard punt by Ben White and no return.
Down by Scott Gillen. Assistant coach Scott Gillen. Bounced right to him over here on the sideline.
They don't even have his pads on either.
Good kick by Ben.
You know, a couple mistakes on those first 2 drives there, and of course the last penalty there took away a first down after a nice 8-yard run there by Kyle Adams. But
we're not the type of team that's going to overcome a lot of penalties offensively.
So Marshall County with a football on their own 25-yard line. Toby Hafer and a handoff to Wallace.
Nothing. Well, maybe a little.
Now we got a little bit there.
Good second effort that time.
Got to about the 29, I guess it is. They're going to end up getting about 4 yards out of that. 3 anyway.
About 3. But what I liked about that, we had about 5 Trojans there going with that football.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Marshall County with the ball on their own 28. This time Hafer takes a snap and hands it off to the fullback, which is Austin Beck. Beck gets to cross, he may get across the 30.
He picked up a couple on the play. Spotting the ball close to the 31.
Tackle by Hornback. Gain of 2.
Another third down play, Jay. 3rd and 5.
5:50 to play, first quarter. Still no score between Barron County and Marshall County here in the homecoming game. Hafer under center, takes a snap, and fakes a handoff.
Oh, he's still going.
On the option. Oh, nice tackle over there at the 40, but they got the first down. He faked everybody out on that one.
That was great ball faking that time. He faked it to the fullback and ran the option that time and basically fooled, I think, everybody but Ben Wyatt. And Ben had to go over there and make a nice tackle, but a gain of 10 for Marshall County in a first down.
Marshall's with the ball on their own 40. Little wishbone offense set up, and this time it is back to throw. Here's the pass. It is complete. And a first down for Marshall County once again. Inside Trojan territory, that pass was complete to number 81, Caleb Wagers.
That's a nice throw that time by the quarterback, and I think they caught us napping just a little bit. We were expecting the run and threw it out into the flat.
Nice little play-action pass there, gain of 15.
As Hafer, and a handoff this time, getting down to about the 42.
Tackle again, I think that's Hornback and Mitchell.
That was the handoff to the halfback, Tyler Wallace.
And that kind of looks like their strategy right now, just to pound, pound, and pound.
I think
the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to be played off that fullback.
Second down and 6.
Either fake it or they're going to keep it.
Hafer takes a snap, fakes a handoff, back to throw left side. The pass is complete. Another first down and then some. Got a flag thrown, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a block there.
They're coming back.
But it was completed again out in the flat, and again it was option play action there, and did a nice job. We're playing the run hard right now, and when you do that, sometimes you have a coverage breakdown. We've seen a couple. But that one's going to come back.
That's the second block of the second block in the back of the night. One for Barron, one for Marshall. Both have nullified first downs.
Thanks, Marshall County back to the, what is that, the 43?
Yeah, they end up losing really about a half a yard is what they lose on the penalty. Second down and 6. No score in the game, 4:37 left here in a quarter.
And Hafer takes a snap this time. Handoff to the halfback, which is, I believe, we'll check the number here.
It's 20.
Number 20.
That's Dallas Harper.
He's going to be about a yard short. Bring up 3rd down and 1. For the Marshalls, is that right?
Marshall County
Marshalls.
They call their JV team the deputies, or?
No.
Just wondered.
Hafer under center takes a snap and hands it out.
Wow.
Oh, busting right through that line. That was, I believe, Tyler Wallace, number 35.
He exploded. Exploded off the ball that time.
All the way down to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line of Barron County.
Gain of 14, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle that time by Chris Johnson.
Well, they got us back on our heels here a little bit. We need to make a play.
Kerry King wide out to the near side. As Hafer goes under center, takes a snap, hands it out to the fullback, Austin Beck, and Beck gets across the 20 down about the 18.
Tackle that time by Robbie Perkins. And I think it's Robbie that's...
I just wonder if he's messed the ankle up again.
I don't know. He's taped pretty...
Coming off an ankle.
Taped heavily. It looked to me like he got hit right in the stomach on that. He got hit kind of high, so I don't know if it's ankle or maybe he's shaken up with a hit.
Yeah.
They are looking at his ankle.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick timeout here. 3:35 left in the quarter. No score here on Homecoming Night 2003 from Trojan Field on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
It's time to see the other side. Everyone knows Computer Data Professional specializes in computer sales and service. But did you know there's another side to their business? The video to DVD transfer service and and their copy and print service. That's what they want you to know about at Computer Data Professionals. Depend on excellent quality from their Color Copy Center. Get color copies of brochures, flyers, mailers, church directories, bulletins. And of course, they can help you with layouts. It's the other side of what they do at Computer Data Professionals, 300A Columbia Avenue, Glasgow.
Robbie Perkins being helped to the sideline. Looks like it's an ankle. 2nd and 6, and here's a flag before the play.
Well, we either got somebody lined up in the neutral zone or the illegal formation, one or the other.
Offsides against Marshall County.
Lined up wrong.
So instead of 2nd and 6, it'll be 2nd down and 11.
That helps.
Yep. So that'll back them up to the 30 or the 23-yard line, I believe.
Quick quarter, 3:27 left here in the first. No score in the game.
Hafer under center takes the snap. And on the option, Hafer running, gets it down into about the 18-yard line.
He did a good job running the option there. The pitch man was covered well, so he just had to tuck it and run. Picked up about 4.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Marshalls.
Marshall County on the Trojan 18, so they're in 2-down territory here.
Didn't Dan Lange come from Marshall County, John?
Yeah, he certainly did. Played at Vanderbilt.
Yeah. That was a well-known name.
Aaron Beth.
Aaron Beth.
The coach at
Bowling Green.
Yeah, played at Marshall County.
Yeah. Man in motion. Handoff to, here's tap it again. Option play.
Now, I thought the fullback had it.
That is great ball control.
Wow. Nice job of the quarterback, Toby Hafer.
If it's hard for us to see up here, then I would say it's very difficult for the players to find the ball. And it's basically the quarterback is reading the play. He's going to stick the ball in the fullback's belly each time, and then he's going to read whether or not to keep it or go with it.
Remind me a lot of Monroe County.
Very similar.
And this handoff to, it's hard to see the numbers.
I'm going to go with
Wallace.
I'm going to go with Tyler Wallace.
That marks it down where? To the 5?
Inside the 5. Looks like about right at the 5.
2nd and goal from the 5.
2 minutes to play in the quarter. Hafer under center. And the handoff this time.
We got him.
Yep.
I think we got him for a loss that time. Back the fullback up. And we're playing that option the way you have to play it.
Yep.
You know, your first thing, you've got to tackle the fullback each and every time. You got to get a body on him. Then the next thing you got to do is make sure you got somebody that's covering the pitch guy, and you make the quarterback take it. So
3rd and goal from the 4.
we're playing it the way we're supposed to.
Yep. Hafer under center takes the snap. And the handoff. It is, I believe we're going to have a touchdown here.
Yeah, he's
Marshall
in.
County. He got in. That was Daniel Harper. Or Dallas Harper, excuse me.
I thought it was 35.
Was it 35?
Well,
I can't see the numbers.
It's hard to see.
Anyway, it's 6-0.
It's
Marshall
touchdown.
County. And going for the extra point.
It'll be Clint Conrad, number 14. And here's the kick by Conrad. It's up and it is good. So with 1:18 to play here in the first quarter, Marshall County 7, Barron County nothing on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Glass Paving in Glasgow is paving the way to the future with quality services and competitive prices that are second to none. Keep your neighborhood and your property in particular at the standard you've worked for and envisioned all your life. Count on the paving people with the right touch for your driveways. For a free estimate, call Glass Paving today at 651-3897 or 651-6645. Serving you on 31E North in Glasgow. Paving the way to the future. Glass Paving.
Whether you're a professional contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at Square Deal Lumber Company in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave. Square Deal Lumber Company has complete selections of lumber, building materials, builder's hardware, Porter paints, and paint sundries. An extensive line of tools, bolts, screws, and fasteners. Service from an experienced staff dedicated to taking care of you and your project. Plus, all the quality and value that's made Square Deal Lumber Company the oldest building material supplier in the area. Square Deal Lumber Company in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave. Square Deal is proud to be a Kentucky centennial business, serving customers since 1891. Square Deal Lumber Company in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave.
Well, it was Ben White on the kickoff return, and Kyle Adams runs it to the 35-yard line. We're to be second down and about 6 for the Trojans.
Yeah, White took it ball kickoff on about the 10 and got it out to the 31 as a nice return, and Kyle turns in a nice 4-yard gain.
Just under a minute to play, 47 seconds, 7-0 Marshall County. Jacob Glover under center. Wideouts are split left and right, and the handoff to Adams, right side, and nothing there. May have lost about a half yard. 26 seconds left in the quarter.
I think it's going to be, other than homecoming, it's going to be a fairly quick game in terms both teams are committed to the run, and that when that happens, the clock runs.
Yep. 13 seconds left. Gooden to the near side, Mitchell to the far side. 8 seconds. Glover under center. Takes a handoff, dropping back, and incomplete pass. 2.2 seconds to go.
Yeah, Jacob
had a lot of pressure.
Jacob didn't have time to set and throw that time, so kind of threw that one away.
Brings up 4th down, and Wyatt will punt. We'll have Tyler Wallace and Dallas Harper back for Marshall County. Here's a snap to Wyatt. Ben. High punt. Going to drop.
Don't get on it.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Somebody touched it.
Yeah, he hit one of the Marshall County players, but the ball rolls out of bounds at about the 39.
And that ends the quarter here from Barron County High Trojan Field on Homecoming Night 2003. Our score, Marshall County 7, Barron County nothing. We'll be back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
New at Crystal, Jumbo Spicy Wings. Spicy. Starting at just $2.69. Get a combo for $4.59 with 4 Jumbo Spicy Wings, medium fry and medium drink. Jumbo Spicy Wings, new at Crystal. Available in 4, 8, 12, and 50 packs. Don't forget you can drive through at Crystal for breakfast. Start the day with the Big Country Breakfast with your choice of sausage or bacon, eggs cooked any way you like, toast or biscuit, and grits or hash brown crispers. All for just $2.39. Little food, big taste. That's Crystal. Open 24 hours a day. Crystal in Glasgow and Campbellsville.
Barron County Business Supplies, fast becoming this area's #1 school and business supply store. And it's easy to see why, since they offer fast and friendly service to all size businesses. Now, they'll send a personal representative to your location to ensure quick, reliable service. Or you can shop from their website at bcbsupply.com. And remember, they offer free next-day delivery anywhere in South Central Kentucky. Barron County Business Supply, located at 201 Lincoln Road in Glasgow. Call toll-free 1-866-9-BARRON.
About a 2-yard pickup for Marshall County as the rotate ends the field. Marshall's now moving right to left. We start the second period of play.
Well, that was a fast first quarter. I think it took about 21 minutes.
That's it.
Tackle that time by another sophomore, 75 Alex Carter, 6'2", 250 for the Trojans.
Second down and 8 for Marshall County. And the flag.
Somebody's lined up again?
Yeah.
We've seen one offsides call lining up offsides against Marshall County, and I think we got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Some officials are more lax than others when it comes to that. And I think these officials are very concerned about
about lining up
right, I guess.
Second down and 13 for Marshall County. Kerry King coming to the near side. In the slot is Wallace. Bringing a man in motion. And a handoff to Beck. Struggling, but gets, I don't know if he got the first down or not. I think he's short.
He should be short of the first down. But
still gaining about 13 on the play.
Well, they're giving him a pretty favorable spot there.
That might have been Champion that was carrying the ball.
I thought he crawled about 3 yards.
It's Champion or...
Yeah, it's Champion. He's into the game now.
Okay. It is difficult to read their numbers, the orange on the white. It makes it quite tough up here.
Champion is supposed to have started the game. Beck started in place of him, and then he just came in.
Well, they're bringing James in for measurement.
I don't think it's close to being a first down.
Well, it depends on what you call close.
Well, that's true.
I think it's about 2 inches short.
It's closer than I thought.
Real close. Move it up to the center of the field. Measure it again.
I don't understand why they moved the ball to the hash before they measured it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
All right, third down and an inch.
I'd hate for my season to be determined by
Yeah,
like
good. Got to roll the ball around.
I'd say the fullback's going to get
They're
it, guys.
They're lined up again. They didn't call it that
That's the
time.
handoff to the fullback, which is either Champion or Beck. Let's see who was in there. That's Champion this time.
What's happening? They're not getting up on the line of
I
scrimmage.
was going to say, it's not that they're over the line of scrimmage. It's they're not on the line of scrimmage. And an official did the same thing again. He picked the ball up
Why is he moving it to the hash?
and moving it all the way over to the hash mark. You'd never do that. The official must go to where the ball is. You don't move the ball to where and that mark's going to help us.
I think it's short again.
He moved it.
I've never seen that.
I've never either.
Yeah.
He moved it. And our defense, he may have moved it a half yard back. I think it's short again now. Nope. Got it by. I thought he had a lot more where the ball was originally.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Kind of weird. That's Marshall County's 5th first down.
Marshall County, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. As Hafer goes under center, takes a snap, fakes a handout, and then hands it off to Tyler Wallace. He spins, is tackled at the 49 of Barron County.
Another tackle over there by Matt Hornback, and I think Opie Patrick was on that play. Matt has been on several plays tonight.
We need both of those young men on a lot of plays. Gain of about 1 on that one. 2nd and 9.
Who was that, Jay? Was that Wallace?
That was Wallace.
That's Wallace. Okay.
Now Brock Martis now playing in one of the halfback spots for Marshall County, number 4. And this handoff is to Martis. Brought him in just for that play, I guess. And he gets a couple of yards, maybe, to about the 47. Be 3rd and 7.
Gain of about 1. Maybe 2.
Coming up on the 10-minute mark of the first half. 7-0 Marshall County.
Watch that option this time.
Hafer takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here's the throw. It's incomplete. Intended for Caleb Wagers.
I think that's the reason they don't pass much.
Well, the other
Thrown behind him by about
behind him, right?
4 yards.
Well, they completed a similar pass off play action earlier to 81 going across the middle.
But they're not known for their passing.
No.
4th down for Marshall County. As Ben White is back for Barron County. Here's a snap. And a nice kick by Wallace. Takes the bounce, and Wyatt gets on it and falls down about the 19.
Yeah, Ben just covered that one up to take off the roll, so Trojans will start this drive from their own 19. 9:44 left here in the first half. It's Marshall County 7. The Trojans yet to score.
And you're listening to Barron County High School football on Homecoming Night 2003 on Thunder 106.7 WHHT, Glasgow Cave City Horse Cave, and on Glasgow's ESPN Radio, 1440 AM WCDS. Glover goes under center. Barnett and got Eric Landrum now at the tailback spot. Here's a pass from Glover, intended for A.J. Mitchell. Couldn't pull that one down.
And A.J. was open over there.
Yeah. Right at the Barron County sideline.
Ball kind of came out kind of funny out of Jacob's hand that time. It didn't have a lot of zip on it. Might have slipped a little bit on him.
Eric Landrum, 6'1", 191, a junior, trying to get back in from a knee injury he suffered earlier this season. Glover under center, wide out split, pitch out to Kyle Adams. Nice run by Adams. He may break it wide open. He can pick up some speed. will take a tackle at about the 45-yard line.
A nice run there by Kyle as he gets out to the 46-yard line, I think. Gain of 26 and a first down.
That was a toss sweep to the left side that time, and big hole over there on the left side, and Kyle did a great job of hitting the hole.
Trojans' first down comes with 9:27 left here in the first half.
Gooden wide left, Mitchell to the near side, Barnett and Adams lined up behind Glover, and here's the handoff again to Adams, and he might have got a yard.
I think he punched it out for maybe 2 or 3 there, Jay. He squirted off.
Yeah, he squirted out through there then.
Gained about 3. Shouldn't have had any.
No. Going to get about 3 out of that. At least 2. Second down and about 8. Glover under center. Takes a snap, drops back. Here's the pass.
Overthrown.
Yeah, intended for A.J. Mitchell.
It was a slant to A.J. and just overthrown.
And I think it's important for Barron County, whether you complete passes or not, you still have to throw it.
You have to throw it. If you don't, you're going to end up with about 8 or 9 guys in the box.
That's right. You still have to have that option in the thread, whether it's completed or not.
Big third down play right here for the Trojans. Barnett and Adams lined up behind Jacob Glover. Wideouts are split once again. Here's Glover, pitch out to Adams. Adams trying to get a run going. And I believe he got the first down. He's going to be close. Nice run by Kyle Adams. Down to about the 45-yard line.
Kyle's really looks quick tonight. Quick to the hole. He got a really nice block over here by Patrick Young, 54. They kind of sprung that.
He's going to be about a foot short. Third, or is it fourth? Fourth and about a foot. Now, we're going to go for this one.
Ben Wyatt, A.J. Mitchell going wide left. Adams going in motion. Glover on the snap, the handoff to John Barnett. Punches his way across for the first down.
Pushed that foul for about 2 or 3 yards there. Good hard run. Gain of 2 and a first down.
Down to the Marshall County 43.
Good job by the line there, getting a little surge off the ball. 7:50 in counting here in the first half. It's Marshall County 7, the Trojans yet to score.
Gooden and Mitchell go wide left. And here's the pitch to Adams, left side. And Adams gets across the 40 down to about the 39.
Another good gain by Kyle. And we're getting a little room on the corner there, John. Kyle's picked up some good yards. He's cut a couple runs back in and picked up good gains.
And had one nullified earlier in the game at about 12, 14-yard run called back.
Second down and 6. Wyatt and Mitchell coming to the near side. Coming in motion to the near side is Adams. A handoff to Adams from Glover and gets to about the 36-yard line. Pick up about 3 for Kyle Adams.
Kyle's getting a lot of carries. It's his 11th carry already in this game.
Third down and 3 for the Trojans. 6:44 left to go in a half. 7-0 Marshall County. Glover takes a snap. Out to Adams again. Adams gets across the 30 down to the 29.
Now first down. Gain of 7.
This is very similar to the last I can remember. This was back to the Glasgow game where for basically the first 3 quarters we were blowing, at least the first half, blowing Glasgow's line off, defensive line off the line of scrimmage.
Yep, going to have a timeout here.
And Marshall County's calling a timeout.
Regroup. Knock them back on their heels.
I think it's a regrouping timeout.
6:25 left in the half. Marshall County 7, Barron County nothing on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Most corporate ownership is pretty much the same. Our owners are a little different. No time. Backyard barbecue. Because electric co-ops are owned by the people they serve. That's you, your friends, and your neighbors. At a co-op, the people who use the power have the power.
Come on, everybody, let's eat.
Farmers Rural Electric, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Energy and the power of human connections.
Gather round the campfire, y'all. It's the cowboy counselor, Tex McGraw.
Go ahead, caller. You are on the air.
Hey, Tex. I just heard Tumbleweed is a brand new menu. Will they still have my favorite ribs?
Well, Stan, let's see. I've got the new menu right here. Yes, sir. A meaty 6-bone rack of baby back ribs.
Oh, good. But will they still be...
Mesquite grilled, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and are they...
fall off the bone tender, every single one.
Thank goodness. Wait, then what is different about the new Tumbleweed menu?
It's a secret, Stan.
What do you...
Back to action, John Barnett. Going to be tackled at about the 29-yard line.
There's a hard hit there on John. He's getting up a little slowly.
He kind of got sandwiched between two defenders.
Gain of 1. John's really more effective between the tackles, too. Again, he's a better north and south runner.
2nd down and 9 for Barron County. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Trojans trailing 7-0. Got a pretty good drive going here, though.
A nice drive. I think he started this on, 19?
Here's Glover back to throw. The pass is going to be a little high. A.J. Mitchell. And Glover got nailed back here.
Well, that stops the clock with the incompleted pass at 5:45 left here in the half. It's Marshall County 7, the Trojans yet to score.
Jacob took a pretty good shot.
3rd down and 9.
Timeout, Barron County.
And I think that's a good timeout. We need to get a win here.
5:45 to play in a half. Marshall County 7, Barron County nothing here on Homecoming Night 2003 on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Gather round the campfire, y'all. It's the cowboy counselor, Tex McGraw.
Go ahead, caller. You are on the air.
Hey, Tex. I just heard Tumbleweed is a brand new menu. Will they still have my favorite ribs?
Well, Stan, let's see. I've got the new menu right here. Yes, sir. A meaty 6-bone rack of baby back ribs.
Oh, good. But will they still be...
Mesquite grilled, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and are they...
fall off the bone tender, every single one.
Thank goodness. Wait, then what is different about the new Tumbleweed menu?
It's a secret, Stan.
What do you mean it's a secret?
I mean San Antonio's secret, Stan. A host of new dinners at Tumbleweed, but you'll have to come taste them for yourself.
Aw, Tex, you can tell me.
All right, Stan, it's like this. I like keeping him in suspense like that. Folks, check out the brand new menu and uncover the great taste of San Antonio's secrets at Tumbleweed Southwest Grill.
When a cowpoke's craving to feed the need, gotta drift on into Tumbleweed.
Going to be 4th down and 11 for Barron County. We lost 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was a pass completion to A.J. Mitchell that time, and ended up losing 2. Need this one to keep this drive alive.
Yep, Trojans going for it, 4th and 11 on the 31. Here's Glover. Back to pass. The pass is going down the open. There's the pass. There it is. Just Gooden. Touchdown, Barron County.
Gooden got behind the defender, and Glover did a good job that time laying it up. Gooden ran under it. Touchdown, Barron County.
Outstanding play. I'm proud of Jacob.
Proud of both of them.
Absolutely. I don't think Marshall County thought in any way that we were going to throw the ball over their heads. I mean, we have not really made an attempt down the field, and that time they were in press coverage man-to-man with no safeties over the top. And Jess Gooden basically just went by them, and give Jacob Glover credit. He put it right in the hands. Perfect pass.
Put some air underneath the ball, and the Gooden ran right underneath it.
Trojans going to go for 2 to take the lead here. Glover under center takes a snap. He drops back. Here's the pass in the end zone. Good. Got it. There for Jess Gooden, a 2-point conversion. Barron County takes the lead.
Glover to Gooden.
Hello.
And the Trojans lead 8-7.
I said it at the start of the game. All this team needs, number one, is to come out and just play each game and don't worry about what's happened, and then get a little confidence. And that's exactly what they just got right there. They need a little confidence shot, and they just got one.
Barron County 8, Marshall County 7. 5:04 left in the half here on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Sheila Bunch, Vice President of Customer Service at Citizens Financial Bank. I am excited to announce our newest drive-up ATM location at 501 Happy Valley Road, next door to Houchins Market. We at Citizens Financial Bank know there are times our customers need cash in a hurry or even after banking hours. Our drive-up ATM is quick, convenient, and allows you to access cash 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Citizens Financial Bank is always looking for more ways to help our customers and to make banking more convenient. So stop by our newest drive-up ATM at 501 Happy Valley Road, or for your personal banking needs, stop by 113 West Public Square, or call me, Sheila Bunch, at 651-9921. We know you'll be glad you did.
Your community, your money, your bank. Citizens Financial Bank. On the Square, Glasgow. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Chris Whitehurst on the kickoff that time for Barron County, and Marshall County will have it on their own 35-yard line.
That's an unbelievable rule. I mean, that's an unbelievable. He kicked it out at the 34, and they only get it. They get a 1-yard penalty. I don't know why anybody would kick it down the field in high school. I mean, why would you?
Well, why would you if they had a decent return?
I don't know. Just kick it out of bounds to get it to 35. It's an unbelievable rule.
Marshall County spreading the field right here.
Shotgun here. It was,
nice
hit by Barron County.
57. Charlie Jones.
Charlie Jones.
Hello, Charlie. Stepped right in, made a big hit right there on 35, Tyler Wallace.
That's about a 2-yard loss on the play.
I tell you what, when you're 0-5 like the Trojans have really struggled lately, when something good happens, that's just a big shot in the arm. And right now we're playing with a lot more energy than we've had lately.
Marshall County spreads it out again. One lone setback, and we've got
same play.
Fake handoff.
It's a new quarterback.
Number 11 is Daniel Ard. And he's tackled out of bounds on the far side of the field at about the 42-yard line. Daniel Ard is 6'5", 195, and a sophomore.
Good size. I would say, guessing, not knowing anything about Marshall County, that he is probably the throwing quarterback. I mean, they opened up in shotgun with him two straight times.
Well, the other quarterback's coming back in.
Coming right back in.
3rd down and about 2.
3:48 left in the half. Barron County on top, 8-7. And now Hafer back in at the quarterback spot and hands it off.
He has the
first down to about the 45.
3:35 left here in the first half. Trojans on top of Marshall County, 8-7.
That was Harper on the carry for the Marshalls.
I think this is the first time we've had the lead all year.
No, we were ahead of Glasgow at halftime.
Were we?
Yes. We were ahead of Glasgow.
Been so long, can't remember.
Yeah, it's been so long, I can't remember.
First and 10 for Marshall County, 3:26 to play in the half. Kerry King coming to the near side. We're going to go back to the shotgun formation with a spread. And they've got Ard back in at quarterback this time. Here's a snap to Ard. And faked handoff. Ard on the run. Running all over the field. East and west, north and south, and somebody's going to have to get him. And Chris Johnson trying to get to him. Kyle Adams taking him down out of bounds.
Man, where'd this guy come from?
He runs pretty good for a guy 6'5".
6'5", and athletic. Reminds me of the Arkansas quarterback, Jones for Arkansas.
He gets it all the way down to what? 12-yard line?
12.
They line up in shotgun, and again, he hasn't thrown the ball yet when he's been in there.
That's a gain of 43.
So Marshall County coming back after Trojan score and moving the ball down the field.
And this is Hafer under center this time. Man in motion. And the handoff to Beck. Beck made a dive over the 10 down about the 9.
I really think it's a big series right here, probably for both teams. Barron's first lead in a long time, and Marshall County trying to answer right back.
2nd down and 8. And
it's an option.
Yep, it's an option again. This time it's
boy, he made a if he would have made the pitch that time to the halfback, that was probably a touchdown. Quarterback decided to keep it, and really nobody on the option pitch.
Third down and about 7 or about 6. They can get a first down.
Yeah, about the, was it the 7-yard line or the 8?
Right, and their field goal kicker, extra point kicker, looks to me to be very good. So wouldn't be surprised if they don't get it. They go for a field goal.
Hard has come back in with a shotgun, the spread, and here's the snap to Hard. He drops back. He's looking to the end zone. There's the pass, and it is going to be touchdown for Marshall County.
And that's a nice throw in there.
I think number 11 is going to make a good player.
That's a nice throw.
Yeah, that's number 81, Caleb Wagers. That's his second catch of the night, and that's a touchdown. But number 11 came in and made, number 11, Daniel Ard, made 3 big plays.
Made an impact.
Made a huge impact.
That was a nice pass he threw in there.
We have a timeout by Marshall County. A minute 47 to play here in the half. Marshall County back on top 13-8 over the Trojans. Back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Beauty and the Beast. Romeo and Juliet. Steak and shrimp.
Now that's a combo that sizzles, Ponderosa style. Take a juicy half-pound sirloin steak grilled to order and find the perfect match. 8-piece grilled shrimp skewers, flame grilled chicken Monterey, 4-piece golden fried jumbo shrimp. You pick the combo, we'll make it sizzle. Plus, get your choice of potato and our unlimited hearty home-style food bar with all the soup, salads, hot foods, and Baker's Nook desserts you want. All for just $9.99. Hurry in today for sizzling sirloin combos. Only at Ponderosa.
Come on and get it. Come on and get it.
Offer available for a limited time.
The Seafood Buffet is back at Ponderosa on Thursday nights from 4 till close. Come on and get it at Ponderosa in Glasgow and Campbellsville.
Going for the 2-point conversion. Here's Hafer, throws to the end zone. It is going to be
no good.
No good. So the score will stand 13-8.
And that may turn out to be big right there.
That was big, right. An extra point would have put them up 6. And that would make Barron would have had to scored and converted. And now a touchdown by Barron would put them in the lead.
Well, we got a minute 47 to go before halftime. 13-8 Marshall County on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to your money, wouldn't you like to have a banker who's on your side? Hello, I'm Teresa Huddleston, your customer service manager at South Central Bank. And I'd like to remind you that at South Central Bank, we're on your side. We're dedicated to helping you open the accounts that are right for you. We have accounts for every need, including a wide variety of checking plans, savings accounts, now accounts, money markets, IRAs, competitive rates on CDs, as well as small business and corporate checking accounts. We invite you to come and see the difference that hometown banking can make at South Central Bank. We're on your side. Congratulations to Jordan Johnson of Barron County High School, who was our first annual back-to-school computer giveaway winner. South Central Bank. There is a difference. Member FDIC.
Ben White on the kickoff return for Barron County to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, got a penalty.
And
blocking below the knee of Barron County.
We'll mark that off from the end of the run.
1:39 left in the half.
Got a good ball game going.
Good ball game. That hurts, that penalty, because that moves us back inside the 20.
That kind of puts you back where,
okay,
you know,
that's a 15-yard one.
Yeah, it's Barron County, unless you, that should be half the distance. It shouldn't be 15 yards.
That guy's way back there.
That's right. He was on the 27. He's on about the 13 and a half, so.
Yeah. So the Trojans with Jacob Glover dropping back to pass. He's going to put it in the air again. This time it is going to be incomplete.
Took a little chance right there.
Intended for Jess Gooden.
Trying to
get tied up in there with Tyler Wallace.
Yeah, we were trying to hit him deep again on that one, and not a bad call, but you got to be sure you don't get the interception, and they had a couple shots at it.
2nd and 10 for Barron County on their own 13 with a minute 33 left in the half. Wideouts are split. Glover under center. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Adams. Adams, left side, and gets across the 15 to about the 16, maybe the 17.
Marshall County has 2 timeouts.
Well, if I were them, I'd be taking one
I would
right
think
now.
they would call timeout.
Gain of 3 that time by Adams.
But they're not. Minute 10.
Yeah, they're not taking the timeout. That's kind of surprising.
We need to take our time right here.
3rd and 7.
Yeah, we need to go in at halftime just where we are.
Chess Gooden coming to the near side. And here is Glover. Here's the pass. Broken up. Looks like King may have got
I think we were setting up a lateral, hook and lateral on that one.
That's going to bring up...
The first thing you got to do is complete pass.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th and 7 with 52 seconds to go. And dangerous punting time right now. Marshall County has 2 timeouts left. So make sure we get a good snap and get this kick out.
Harper and Wallace back for Marshall County. Snap a little high, but Wyatt gets it off. And it's going to bounce just inside and bounce back to about the 38-yard line in Trojan territory with 43.3 seconds left in the half. So Marshall County still got another shot at it here.
Yeah, Marshall County with real good field position as they have the ball on the Trojan 37 with 43.3 left here in the first half. Trojans trailing Marshall County 13-8. Very competitive ball game so far.
Going to go into the shotgun formation again.
They got Ard still back in there now.
Daniel Ard, the 6'5 sophomore quarterback. Here's the snap. He drops back. He's looking. Still looking. Got plenty of time. He's going to throw it deep right side. Got a man. And it is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, he threw that one. Went like a punt on that one. And who was back there? Patrick Young?
Yeah, almost intercepted that time by Patrick, 54. He was actually, Patrick was playing his defensive end position or maybe an outside linebacker. He's in a better play to make the play than a Marshall County receiver.
2nd down and 10 for Marshall County. 35.3 seconds left in the half. Ball on the Trojan 37-yard line. Hard back in there again. And this time, sending
wide right.
3 wide receivers to the right side.
And we just got 2 defenders right now.
And dropping back, pressure. And Ard gets rid of the football. The pass is complete. And a big tackle. Loss of the play.
Nice. And we got a flag. Nice tackle by Adams. And we got, I believe, a clip on Marshall County.
That's a super play by Cal Adams. Fall off a block and make the tackle for a loss of 6. I think he had another block below the waist. I think it's Hornback that got taken out that time. And if it's a block, same thing, because I saw him go flying. That's 15 yards, and I would think we need to take 15 yards right now to move them back. Because what I saw before the game is their kicker can really kick.
Well, he looked good warming up, and he looked good on the extra point.
Yeah, he better kicked it out of the stadium.
At this point in the game, you push them back. Downs don't really matter right now.
With 23 seconds.
Make them go whichever is the most real estate.
Good call. That's what we're doing.
Going to back the Marshals up.
Boy, that's a big penalty.
Well, see, it's from the end of the play. It's from the end of the play.
But 15 yards, that's a big...
I don't even know why they ask you if you're going to take it.
Because you're supposed to.
Well, I mean, we were replay the downs.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 33.
Back to the shotgun formation.
The clock's running.
Yeah, I think we need to move our safeties back some, too.
15 seconds, 12.
Just don't let them get by you.
Back to pass. Throws it high.
We could
wobbly pass. It'll be intercepted.
Bring it back.
Ben Wyatt.
You get one block here.
Got to the 40 to 35. Running across the 30.
Got a big
down to the 25. Got a fumble. And a pile up at about the 18-yard line as time runs out.
Wow, we had a better shot at scoring than they did that time.
Well, the first half comes to an end.
Entertaining, to say the least.
Yes.
Pretty good half for the Trojans.
13-8 Marshall County. Trojans had an 8-7 lead. Anybody's ball game as we're at halftime. Homecoming 0-3 here from Barron County High. As we'll have all the homecoming festivities coming up for you momentarily. We'll remind you you're listening to
Fastenal. For all your hardware, industrial, or construction needs, see Mike Miller or Brian Pickerel at Fastenal, located at 497 Industrial Drive. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899, located at 801 North Ray Street. Mike Bryant State Farm, located on 200 Rogers Road. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Bypass Carpets. Stop by and see our large stock of Berber carpets in 12 and 15-foot widths. We also have a large selection of remnants now on sale. Looking to buy a new home or refinance an existing home? Come see Amy Pardue at U.S. Bank downtown or call 659-3200. U.S. Bank is an equal housing lender. Computer Data Professionals, specializing in computer sales and service, copy and print service, as well as video to DVD transfer. Call them 651-3987.
It's Junior Miss Kelly McKinney, sponsored by the band, the daughter of Paul McKinney and P.K. Law. Kelly enjoys swimming, band, church, and spending time with friends. Her escort this evening is Anthony Nolan, son of Pam and Richard Nolan. Our next candidate, representing Beta, is Miss Caitlin Bills, a senior, the daughter of Tim and Kelly Bills. Her activities include Vice President of Beta, Pep Club, FCA, Secretary of Foreign Language Club, Y Club, and journalism. Caitlin enjoys running, swimming, playing piano, attending Glasgow Baptist Church youth group activities. Her escort this evening is Terrell McClard, the son of Richard and Star McClard. Our next candidate is a senior, Miss Aaliyah Shirley, sponsored by FBLA, the daughter of Tracy and Lisa Shirley. Her activities include FBLA, STLP, yearbook, and Beta. Aaliyah enjoys church, work, spending time with family and friends. Her escort this evening is Adam Bowe, son of Jimmy and Carolyn Bowe. Our next candidate, representing FCCLA, is Miss Jessica Houchins, a senior, the daughter of Barry and Pam Houchins. Her activities include FCCLA, FFA, Beta, and Pep Club. She enjoys spending time with her family and friends, playing soccer, running, church, golfing, camping, and shopping. Her escort this evening is Casey Meek, son of Ricky and Gail Meek. Our next candidate is a senior, Miss Brittany Brewington, sponsored by FFA, the daughter of Pam Brewington and the late Randy Brewington. Her activities include Pep Club, FFA, FCCLA, and FBLA. Brittany enjoys spending time with friends and family and working. Her escort this evening is Jay Jones, the son of Bruce and Vicki Jones. Our next candidate is a junior, Miss Jordan Pursley, sponsored by the cheerleaders, the daughter of Philip and Carolyn Pursley. Her activities include Beta, Pep Club, Foreign Language, FBLA, and FEA. She enjoys cheerleading, shopping, and fishing. Her escort this evening is Ryan Francis, son of Tony and Emily Francis. Our next candidate, representing drama, is Mattia Carter, a senior, the daughter of Robert and Brenda Carver. Her activities include president of drama, Beta, and journalism. She enjoys teaching and playing piano, church, reading, and acting. Her escort this evening is Corey Morrison, son of Twana Gaunt and David Morrison. Our next candidate, representing foreign language, is Miss Holly Tillis, a senior, the niece of Daryl and Patty Gentry. Her activities include FBLA, Y Club, drama, foreign language, FCCLA, president of Trojan Trust Bank, and BICA. Holly enjoys acting, dancing, and practicing language. Her escort this evening is Bobby Ellis, the son of Gail and Kathy Ellis. Our next candidate is a junior representing Math and Science Club, Miss Whitney Honeycutt, the daughter
cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and try again, or call your attendant to help you.
Our second candidate nominated by the fall sports team is Miss Casey Glover, a sophomore, daughter of Brad and Michelle Glover. Her activities include Pen Club and Beta. Casey enjoys playing basketball, softball, volleyball, hanging with friends and family, and shopping. The rest of this team is Brian McMillan, son of Bridget and Charlie McMillan. Our third candidate nominated by the fall sports team is a junior. Miss Drew Bewley, daughter of Jimmy and Teresa Bewley. The activities include Beta, FBLA, FCCLA, Social Studies Club, Y Club, Program Director of FBA, Foreign Language, Junior Class Reporter, Varsity Cheerleading, Varsity Golf, Varsity Track, President-elect Pep Club, Master Science Club. Plays golf, gymnastics, running, and hanging out with friends and family. Best sports team is Jason Moore, David and Terry Dorr. Our fourth candidate, nominated by the fall sports team, is a senior, Miss Piper Lindsay, daughter of Billy and Robin Lindsay. Her activities include co-vice president of Pep Club, class treasurer, Beta, FBA, FCCLA, FBLA, varsity basketball, varsity volleyball, and varsity softball. She enjoys spending time with friends and family, talking on the phone, doing gymnastics and boxing. Her escort today is David Bird, son of Glenn and Judy Bird. Our fifth candidate nominated by the fall sports team is a senior, Mr. Rika Barlow, Dr. Jerry and Wanda King. That team includes president of Pep Club, class president, varsity basketball, varsity volleyball, varsity softball, and track. Enjoys hanging out with friends, boxing, spending time with her family in church. Her escort this evening is Josh Travis, son of Chris and Sharon Rodriguez. Lindsay Rain, J.R. Pointer, Wendy Frazier, and Chris Roderick. Pep Club would also like to say thanks to the House and Floor Department, Awards Incorporated, Helen Blevins, BCHS Band, Greenleaf Nursery, and Karen Fox. We are very pleased to announce our next guest, homecoming. Donna Jones Whitlow. 1974, Kathy Jo Hagan. 1975, Margot Loftus Johnson. 1976, Teresa Powell Martin. 1977, Renee Williams McGuire. 1978, Alma Dean Ray. 1979, Dana Bradshaw Gooden. 1980, Mary Lofton. 1981, Tracy Rowe. 1982, 1982, Bobby Pete Edwards. 1983, Kelly Coop Van Zandt. 1984, Jackie Houchin. 1985, Terry Crabtree Matthews. 1986, Kim Saltzman Wilson. 1987, Sean Bull. 1988, Shay Dunn Yoakum. 1989, Nicole House Jones. 1990, Regina Honeycutt Murphy. 1991, Michelle Wood Murphy. 1992, Casey Wood. 1993, Jennifer Gross. 1994, Shauna Shelton Sharcher. 1995, April Shirley Sponhouse. 1996, Alicia Harlow Page. 1997, Ashley Newberry. 1998, Jamie Bewley. 1999, Jade Wheeler Pointer. 2000, Trinity Edwards. 2001, Ashley Glover. Now the Pep Club welcomes back last year's football homecoming queen, Miss Tiffany Davidson. She is now a freshman at Wilson College. She has been escorted by Matt Hornbeck, son of J.L. and Beth Hornbeck, and homecoming king, Patrick Young, son of Madonna and Mike Young. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. First runner-up is Jessica Houchin, daughter of Mary and Pam Houchin. And the 2003 Barron County School football homecoming queen is Miss Piper Lindsay, daughter of Billy and Robin Lindsay. We'd like to thank you for attending the 2003 football homecoming.
do know, the toughest team in the district, St. Xavier, Trinity, and Scott County. But there was only like 6.5 points that separated the 4 teams.
Yeah, they're definitely a contender for that 4A title this year, and they evidently have a real nice ball club down there. They had a tough game against Hopkinsville last week. I think, they beat Hoptown like 24-21, something like that.
Yeah.
But that's always a big rivalry game and a big football game, big win for them. And we're going to see next week, we're going to see the best football team we've seen this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They're already averaging about 40 points a game. They've outscored their opponents 131-14 in their first 3 ball games. 2 close ball games the last couple of weeks. Henderson County 29-24, and as you mentioned, Hopkinsville in a real close ball game. Second half about to get underway here as the Trojans will kick off. Chris Whitehurst will kick off for the Trojans, and Marshall County will be coming left to right. This ball is fielded by number 81. The Trojans bring him down for a tackle to the 26-yard line. That was Caleb Wager.
He actually fielded that ball all about the 29, retreated back to the 26, and the Trojans with excellent coverage on that kickoff as Marshall County will start their second half of play, 1st and 10 from their own 26.
13-8, Marshall County over Barron County. Good ball game here on a district game and homecoming night 2003. As Hafer starting the second half at quarterback, and he hands it off to Wallace. Wallace trying to get to the outside and pushing aside, trying to get out of bounds. Does it about the 50-yard line where he's tackled. Gets a first down. A nice run there by Tyler Wallace.
Yeah, we didn't take care of business there, and that was about a 23-yard gain by Wallace as he gets the ball out to the Marshall County 49. John Butler, one of the swap ink pens right here.
Got a different half. Got to go to a different pen.
Color code the half.
That's correct.
Well, maybe it'll be good luck for you. I don't know. Well, you're keeping Marshall County stats.
I got Marshall.
No, you don't want to do that. Here's the handoff up the middle.
Big hole.
Fullback gets to about the 41-yard line. That was the fullback, Austin Beck.
He's going to be about a half yard short of the first down, but basically a gain of 10 on the play. Second down and about a foot.
And Jay, that first half was played in less than an hour.
Yeah,
quick half.
Yeah, quick half. Now, the homecoming was a little longer than normal because of the homecoming, but very quick half.
Had several of the former homecoming queens introduced during the halftime break.
That's right. Nice to see. A lot of people came back for that.
Second down and inches for Marshall County, and a quarterback sneak. Getting a little shove from his teammate Beck. The quarterback gets the first down and then some, down to about the 36-yard line, I believe it is.
That is Marshall County's 9th first down of the game.
And it looks like Robbie Perkins is done for the night.
Yeah, Robbie wanted to go back in, and his ankle, he just cannot do it with his ankle. He kept his equipment on the whole game in first half and tried to play, but just can't do it.
And
big hole.
Yep, this is 35, Tyler Wallace.
He may go.
Gone. And it's going to be Greg Smith bringing him down to save the touchdown down to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, we're coming out a little flat as Marshall County's been able to get big chunks of yardage here on this initial drive. They've moved the ball all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Gain of 36.
First and goal from the 8.
As Hafer goes under center, takes the snap, and this time the handoff is to Martis, who checked into the ball game. Brock Martis, and picked up maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, he punched it down to about the 6, I believe.
So it'll be second and goal from the 6 for Marshall County. About 2 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Marshall County threatening to score with a 13-8 lead over the Trojans. And here's the handoff. Martis again cuts back inside, and
yeah, I think he rolled into the end zone.
I think he's right at the goal line.
It's on the left side of the field.
He's close, but he's going to be a little bit short.
Right down at about the 1, maybe the half yard.
Was that Wallace there, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. He's had a big second half so far. Third and goal from about the foot line.
And here's Hafer in the handoff, the touchdown right there. That was Wallace.
Well, he deserved the touchdown because he got him down there.
It's his second touchdown tonight. He's close to 100 yards.
And now it's 19-8 in favor of Marshall County with 9:24 to go in the third quarter.
They came out very sharp.
And we looked a little flat.
Yeah, it was kind of, after the long halftime, you really didn't know what to expect. And Marshall County got the ball first and was very, very sharp.
Conrad to attempt the extra point. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is going to be good. And it's 20-8 in favor of the Marshalls of Marshall County. We'll be back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Hi, this is Betty Gentry with Big Meadow Oil Company.
And this is Sheila Pruitt. Did you know Mobile Delvac 1 is synthetic, heavy-duty diesel engine oil that actually reduces operating costs?
That can mean fuel savings to you. Extended drain intervals of 60,000 miles and beyond. Quick starts in extreme cold, reduced oil consumption, and extended engine life.
Add it all up. You'll see.
Mobile Delvac 1 is the one that's changing the industry.
Call Betty or Sheila at Big Meadow Oil Company, 432-7081.
To afford a double cheeseburger from McDonald's Dollar Menu, this is how much work a bikini waxer has to do.
Oh, next!
Yes, even causing that bit of agony can earn a delicious double cheeseburger. And that's just one way to get a lot for a little on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day. From sandwiches to sides, drinks to desserts, your favorites can be had for very little effort.
So this time I work for side salad.
Yeah!
McDonald's Dollar Menu. Lots of choices for little work. Price participation and ring size may vary.
Ben Wyatt on the kickoff return for Barron County takes it up to the 34-yard line. That's about a 22-yard return for Wyatt.
Nice return that time by Ben, and thought he had a little room there, but it closed quickly. Trojans needing the counter here. Marshall County punching that ball in to start the second half.
20-8, 9:11 to play, third quarter. Jacob Glover pitches it out to Kyle Adams, right side. And Kyle gets to about the 36-yard line.
It's been the most effective play tonight for the Trojans, that toss sweep.
Gain of 2 brings up second down and 8.
A.J. Mitchell and Ben Wyatt come to the near side. John Barnett and Kyle Adams lined up behind Jacob Glover. Entire backfield of sophomores. Here's the pass knocked down, intended for A.J. Mitchell. Broken up in there by number 40, Brian Ladd of Marshall County.
That was the out pattern to short out that time was to A.J. and Ben kind of ran the deep out. I think if Jacob had to do that over again, probably Ben was probably the right choice that time.
Third down and 8 for the Trojans. Jess Gooden and A.J. Mitchell go wide right. Glover under center. Drops back, screen, and the pass is going to be there to Kyle Adams. Kyle breaks away from his tackler, gets to the 45, the 50, breaks away another tackle, 45, down to the 40. Nice run by Kyle Adams.
Great run there by Kyle Adams. Great run.
Took a big hit, but he's a tough kid. He's up. He took a big hit.
Gain of 24.
That's a good call that time by Coach Gillen over here. Set that screen up. Perfect call. Gain of several. What is that, about 35 on the play?
24.
24.
Eric Landrum coming in for Kyle Adams.
Yeah, Kyle took a big hit that time. Got hit by about 3 people.
Well, he made an excellent run there.
First and 10, Barron County on the Marshall County 40-yard line. Jacob Glover hands it off to Landrum. Landrum gets to the 35, down to the 34.
And Eric can help us when he gets healthy, because he got hurt in the Glasgow game and played just a few plays last week. And his first action since coming back, and that's a gain of 5.
Put it right on the 35. Landrum, coming off of a knee injury. Second and 5, 7:45 to play third quarter. Barron County trailing 20-8. Flight outs are split. Glover takes a snap, drops back, rolling to the right. Here's the pass, and it's going to be almost intercepted.
Almost
a late flag.
Wow.
I think
intended for Mark Wood.
I think he went through Wood on that one to get to the ball.
They're going to call defensive pass interference. from the Barron County perspective, good call. In Marshall County, they're going to not like that call.
Well, he came across.
Yeah, he was going for the ball, but you can make the argument he ran through him. Defensive pass interference.
That will give the Trojans the first down.
Gain that's is that a spot foul, then 10 yards from the spot, or what is that, Jackie? 15 from the line of scrimmage?
I think it's from the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
That's where they're marking.
Why do they mark it? Why do they come across the field to do that?
I don't know. Unless there's pins on that side of the field is the only thing.
I don't understand that.
Well, that puts it down to the 20.
I mean, the ball should be marked on that side of the field, right?
All right, 1st and 10 for Barron County on the Marshall County 20. Trojan fans getting into it here. Pitches it out. Landrum, tall sweep right side. He's going to be hit for a loss of about a yard or two on the play.
Yeah, nothing there that time. That was good penetration that time by Marshall County. Looking down on the bench, looks like they're taping
Kyle's ankle.
His left ankle, it looks like.
Right.
2nd down and 12 for Barron County. Backed up to the 23.
It's almost critical that the Trojans get something out of this one. The way this game is going, you don't get very many possessions.
Wideouts are split with Barnett and Landrum behind Glover. Rolling on left, Glover. Here's the pitch. Got him. Wood trying to break away. Gets all the way down to about the 5-yard line.
Nice play by Wood. That was a nice job coming back and making that catch.
Yeah, nice play by Mark Wood. He had a kind of reach behind him for that catch. It made a nice catch and then nice little run after the catch.
Gain of 16 and a first down.
1st and goal from the 7 for Barron County. Wyatt and Mitchell to the near side. Glover hands it off to Landrum. Landrum is going to be stacked up at about the 5.
I don't know if we've got anything on that one. See Kyle Adams coming back in there now. We need Kyle in there right here.
Left ankle really taped up.
I didn't really see him limping that badly when he came off the field. Well, it'll be 2nd and goal from about 6.
Mitchell and Gooden will go wide right this time. With Barnett and Adams. Here's Glover. Dropping back. Pass going into the end zone from Mark Wood. And it is broken up.
Not a bad job there.
No.
Wood had a chance.
3rd and goal.
He had a chance to get it.
Third and goal from the 6. 5:57 to play. 3rd quarter.
Timeout.
Barron County. 20-8. Marshall County leads. Back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
It's time to see the other side. Everyone knows Computer Data Professional specializes in computer sales, flyers, mailers, church directories, bulletins, and of course they can help you with layouts. It's the other side of what they do at Computer Data Professionals, 300A Columbia Avenue, Glasgow.
Preservation. That's the business they're in at Glass Paving. For your home, they can preserve the appearance and class of your property that you've worked so hard for. For business owners, Glass Paving knows that your parking lots and streets are the pathways to profits. And they'll...
3rd and goal from the 6 for Barron County. A.J. Mitchell wide right.
A.J.'s got man coverage over there. A.J.'s got good size. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fade right here.
And here...
Great second effort that time by Kyle.
He didn't get in, but he got about 3 out of
got that about the 3.
Yeah, that was a toss sweep to the left side. The Kyle got hit at the 6. Spun off of that down to probably the 3. So it's going to be 4th and goal for the 2 or 3.
Well, I really liked what we had over in the ride the white that time. We had A.J. Mitchell in man coverage, and the defender was giving up about 3 or 4 inches to him.
Got to hurry up and get the play off here.
4th and goal from the
same formation.
Yep. I think we're going back to Kyle.
Here is Glover. Hands it off to Kyle Adams.
He's not in.
Didn't make it.
Down to about the 1. Marshall County's held.
Well, that was the counter that time right there. That was the counter. Too much penetration that time. Marshall County holds, but a good drive for the Trojans. They need to hold them right here and get the ball back.
They're going to put it about the 2-yard line.
Well, the Trojans just have to keep them back in this hole.
Yeah, got to keep playing.
Hafer standing at the goal line. Takes a snap, keeps it, tries to push it up to about the 5.
It's a lot of yards for a quarterback sneak right there. Running behind that big line, that's a gain of probably 3 just on the sneak.
Puts it on the 5. Going to be 2nd down and 7 for Marshall County. 4:55 to play, 3rd quarter. Marshall County 20, Barron County 8.
Well, we need something good to happen right here.
Hafer goes under center, takes a snap, hands this one off. They bust right through there. It's Tyler Wallace, and Ben Wyatt grabs him and pulls him down at about the 25 or the 26-yard line.
We didn't wrap him up the line of scrimmage. He got big chunks of yards on that first possession and reeled off about 20 on that one.
Tyler Wallace is
he's hurting us right now.
He is really hurting us. I'm going to try to add up his yards here in a second.
1st and 10 for Marshall County on their own 26-yard line. Sending Kerry King wide out to the near side. In motion is Harper. The handoff.
That's the pitch.
Is to...
no, that was the pitch that time.
Yeah, he pitched. That's a nice job out there by Smith.
Yeah, great.
Far side of the field.
Great job that time by Smith on making that tackle. Again, fooled us up here, Jay.
Yeah.
I thought the fullback had it, too. Made the pitch. Not for sure who even pitched it to.
I couldn't tell.
I'm going to give it to Dallas Harper.
Number 20?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. He doesn't have much tonight, does he?
He's got 5 more yards.
2nd down and 6 for Marshall County. Sending the man in motion. And it's Wallace again. Wallace busting through. There's a white flag and a 35-yard line.
It's going to be another block in the back.
Tyler Wallace runs hard. He's 6'2", 192. Good size.
That one's going to go back. He gained about 7 on that. It was about a yard short of the first down. No, was going against Barron County.
What was the call? I missed that. Pushing him back, it can't be illegal pushing him. That can't be on the defense. He's calling it pushing him back on the defense. How is that possible?
Well,
how is that possible on the defense? I've never seen that called against the defense. An illegal block in the back on the defense.
Gives Marshall County a 1st down.
That's a new one.
And this handoff.
Why would you want to block in the back if you're the defense?
Another handoff with Wallace. Gets about 2.
You're stumped, Jackie.
Well, it's unusual.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that ever.
2nd down and 8.
That was unusual.
With Hafer sending a man in motion, which is Wallace. And this handoff is to Champion this time, who's checked back in the ball game at fullback spot.
Short gain of about 1, so it's going to bring up 3rd down at about 7. 2:42 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. It's Marshall County 20, the Trojans 8. We need to hold here because, you know, you're just realistically, you're looking at probably maybe 3, maybe 4 possessions left in the game.
Oh, they run a great offense if they got the lead.
And here's Hafer. Takes a handoff. He looks. Here's the throw. It is going to be right on target. And a 1st down for Marshall County at the Trojan 35.
Yeah, we had good coverage. He threw it in a crowd, but he completed it.
That was good coverage. That was a strike that time. 17 yards and a 1st down. So far, I think all the completions have been to Caleb Wagers, 81.
Yeah, those are killers right there, 3rd and long, and
he put that right in between 2 Barron County defenders.
1st and 10 Marshall County as Hafer Hands it off to Wallace. Breaks one tackle, and he's going to run it down the field. All the way down to about the 11-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they spotted.
I believe his Hornbeck had a shot at him in the backfield, and he just kind of ran through that tackle. Big yards, down to the 12.
Gain of 23.
Minute 56, clock running down here in the third. Ball on the Trojan 12. Hafer from Marshall County takes a snap and hands this one off to Champion, I believe. 45.
Yeah, that was Champion. Tackle by Hornback, gain of 3.
Second down and 7.
We've got to stop Mr. Wallace. He is over 140 yards.
Ball on the Trojan 10. Hafer sending a man in motion. And nothing there.
That was the fullback that time that we I think he had intentions of pulling the ball out and running the option, but Hornback and Shipley got there basically at the same time the fullback received the ball.
Another third and long, third and about 8.
Loss of about 1. Third and 8, 45 seconds left in the quarter. Hafer takes a snap, drops back. Here's the pass. It's there, and a touchdown for Marshall County.
That's 81 again.
Caleb Wagers.
Yep, that's his second touchdown of the night. That hurt.
That one really hurt. We could not get the ball into the end zone, and Marshall County started this drive on about their own 2.
That was a
98-yard touchdown drive.
Right.
So now Conrad will attempt the extra point. Hafer will hold. Here's the snap to Hafer, and the kick by Conrad is up, and it is good. And so with 37 seconds to play here in the third quarter, Marshall County extends their lead to 27-8 over the Barron County Trojans. Back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Preservation. That's the business they're in at Glass Paving. For your home, they can preserve the appearance and glass of your property that you've worked so hard for. For business owners, Glass Paving knows that your parking lots and streets are the pathways to profits, and they'll keep them well preserved for the image your business deserves. For a free estimate, call Glass Paving today at 651-3897 or 651-6645. Serving you on 31E North in Glasgow. Paving the way to the future. Glass Paving.
Carries.
Jay Turner, Jackie Browning, and John Butler back at Trojan Field. The Trojans find themselves trailing 27-8 now to the Marshall County Marshals. 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter. As Conrad will kick off for the Marshals. Ben Wyatt back for Barron County. Deep kick. And taking it to 5 by Ben Wyatt. Wyatt, run, and a fumble on the play. And it's still going for it. And
we got a scrum down there.
See what we got.
I can see why.
Got it.
I can see why Ben took an unbelievable hit. I hope he knows. I hope he's okay. He's walking off.
Yeah, he took a big hit.
I think one of our blockers got knocked into him more than anything, to be honest with you. And I think Ben's kind of dazed right now. It's coming off, and the ball just squirted out of there. Yeah, I'm not for sure Ben. He walked off fine right now, but he took a huge hit.
Marshall County has it on the Trojan 8. And
nice play.
Nice tackle there by Kyle Adams.
He has had one heck of a football game.
On Tyler Wallace. Backed up to about the 12. Time's going to run out here in the third. 27-8 Marshall County. They've come up with 2 touchdowns here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and they had that one, right at the end of the first half. So really, in about 12 minutes there, they scored 3 times.
Of course, the Trojans had an opportunity and got down about the 2 and the 1 yard line and couldn't get it in. So after 3, it's Marshall County 27, Barron County 8 here on the Homecoming Night 2003 from Trojan Field on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
When you're thinking about a new home, remodeling, or some other building job, stop by a Square Deal Lumber Company store in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave, and let them help you with your projects. Each Square Deal store has an experienced staff with a background and knowledge to help with your planning and to figure an accurate estimate of the materials your job will require. Square Deal can even prepare a set of drawings for you. Just ask for details. You know, your building project will go a lot easier and a lot smoother with the pros from Square Deal on your side. And they're raring to go. Square Deal Lumber Company in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave. Square Deal is proud to be a Kentucky centennial business serving customers since 1891. We'll see you soon at Square Deal Lumber Company in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, and Horse Cave.
12 minutes of football left here from Barron County High. 27-8, Marshall County leads. And a shotgun. It is Ard. Running it in for the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, every time he's in, he makes something happen.
Yeah, he makes plays.
He's only been in on probably 5 possessions, and every time he gets it, something good happens for Marshall County. It's a 12-yard touchdown run. Big, 6'5", quarterback, sophomore.
And it'll be Conrad to attempt the extra point. 33-8, Marshall County now. And the snap and the kick. This one's
no good. It made it.
That is good.
Yeah.
That didn't look like it.
It looked pretty ugly.
It did.
But it went in.
He kicked it 10 feet, 2 inches high.
Conrad with a kick makes it 34-8. Marshall County back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
Crystal in Glasgow and Campbellsville has a tasty little treat at a tempting little price. Crystal Pucks. Little hot dogs, big taste, starting at just 59 cents. Like life a little spicier? Try a chili cheese puff. Crystal's new chicken bite salad is pretty tempting too. It's fresh salad with a helping of tasty chicken bites tossed in. And start your day with a Crystal Country breakfast. Sausage biscuit, Crystal Sunriser, and of course, fresh hot coffee. Breakfast from 5 to 10:30 daily. Drive-thru open 24/7. Crystal. Little food, big taste. In Glasgow and Campbellsville.
34-8, Marshall County has extended their lead after that fumble recovery. A 12-yard run by Daniel Ard, the backup quarterback. Deep kick. This one's going to White. He dropped it, picks it back up at about the 9. Here's Ben getting to the 20, trying to get to the 25. And the Trojans will start the drive from there.
Give Ben a lot of credit. Came right back out, took one play off after that big hit, and right back out there playing again. Tough kid.
Trojans down 34-8 here with 11:45 left in the game. Quick game.
Yep. Jacob Glover looking to run. 25, gets to the 30. 31.
I think that was a busted play.
Yeah.
Game about 6, though.
Yeah, it worked out well. It ended up being just a naked bootleg and gain of 6.
Second down and 4. 11:20 to go in the ball game. Next week, we'll travel to Christian County. Glover drops back, throws it up in the air, and this pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Ben Wyatt. Kind of lopped that one up there.
Jacob was throwing to the spot that time. Ben tried to get to the spot, just couldn't quite get there.
3rd and 4. Ball on the Trojan 31-yard line. Chesgood and wide left. A.J. Mitchell to the near side. Barnett and Adams lined up behind Glover. Here's Glover. Fakes a handoff. Being pressured. Here's a pass. Out of bounds. Fourth and 4 for the Trojans. Ben Wyatt back to punt. Nice kick. Bounces across 45 and rolls down to about the 40-yard line for Marshall County.
29 yards on the punt by Ben White. Marshall County again, ball in good field position as they start from the 40. Things look promising for the Trojans there in the first half play, but Marshall County kind of got the snowball rolling downhill. And
yeah, and we couldn't score when we made that nice.
I think that hurt right there.
Yeah, we could not score, and we've had a hard time stopping Marshall County.
Shotgun formation is Ard back to the lineup at quarterback. Takes the snap. He drops back. Got plenty of time. Puts it in the air. The pass is going to be complete to number 40. That is Brian Ladd.
Gain of 9. Caleb Wallace right now has 15 carries for 140 yards.
It's pretty good average.
Pretty good average.
A little over 9 a carry.
2 touchdowns.
Second down and about 3. Make it 2 for Marshall County. So they spread it out again with a shotgun. Here is Ard dropping back. Now fires a pass over the head. Incomplete. On the right side, intended for Caleb Wagers. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now we have the option quarterback coming in.
No, well, Levin's coming back in too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You got a backup quarterback at 6'5", 195, and a sophomore.
Yeah, they can play.
Yeah.
Well, he has tonight.
Played well.
Made a lot of things happen. And a handoff out of the shotgun. He's short for Wallace.
Yeah,
didn't make it.
I believe that's A.J. Mitchell there making the first hit.
So that'll bring up 4th down.
The punting team coming in.
9:50 left. Trojans trailing 34-8.
And it's going to be Wallace to punt. Got Ben Wyatt back at the 20 for Barron County. Here's a snap to Wallace.
Yep, that's coming back.
Yep.
That's going to be a personal foul on the Trojans running to the, roughing the kicker. That won't be a running into the kicker. That's going to be a roughing.
Yeah.
And that's going to give them a first down.
Well,
they didn't signal the personal foul signal. They just signaled the.
I actually kind of thought he stepped into him, but
it's going to be whether it's 5 or 15 yards. It's first down.
It will
anyway.
be a first down,
right.
But that was a pretty good acting job there.
So they walk it off.
5 yards.
Yep. To the.
And that even leads me to believe that even more.
Trojan 48. 9:21 to go in the ball game. 34-8 Marshall County. Ard back in at quarterback.
You got both quarterbacks in.
Yeah, we do. Hafer over here on the near side. There's the pitch, and they finally bring him down about the 45-yard line.
I presume they are working on their passing game.
I think they want to give that quarterback, sophomore quarterback, some work. And,
up 34-8 with a strong running game. And it looks like it's probably what they're doing.
This time Hafer comes to the near side at a wideout spot. Shotgun formation, low snap. Here's Ard on the run, bringing it to the near side, 40, 35, now to the 30. Breaks away, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Marshall County. This Ard is play.
I don't know. I'm sitting here watching him play, and he reminds me of that kid from Arkansas, the 6'5" Jones kid from Arkansas, that's just an unbelievable athlete at quarterback. And I mean, this kid to me is a heck of a player. It's every time he plays, if something good happens, that's a 45-yard touchdown. So he's probably been in on 12 plays. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns, and he's thrown for another one.
Conrad for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 8:24 to play in the ball game. And Marshall County has exploded since halftime. They lead it 41-8 over Barron County. Back in a moment on the Barron County Sports Radio Network.
1-866-9-BARRON.
Clint Conrad will kick off for Marshall County. Marshall's 41, the Trojans 8. 8:24 left in the game. This deep kick going right side. It rolls, picked up at about the 6 by Ben Wyatt. Wyatt now trying to get to the 20. I believe he did.
Jay mentioned volleyball earlier. Their district starts at Allen County Tuesday night at 4 o'clock. And the whole district will be played Tuesday.
The whole district Tuesday.
District tournament will be played Tuesday. And I think Barron plays Allen. And it's a 3-team district. Glasgow does not field a volleyball team. So it's Barron, Edmondson, and Allen. So wish them all the luck in the world.
All right. And here's a whistle. What do we got here?
I think it's a procedure on Barron County.
Yep.
Well, when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Yeah, the game was promising there for a while, and I really thought that once we scored, that momentum was going to really move us forward. But you're looking back on it, maybe the whole key to the game was they scored right after we scored.
Yeah, I think that's when the momentum
changed. We couldn't stop them. That's right.
1st and 15. And Glover passes. It is complete.
Nice throw that time.
And a first down for Barron County. Mark Wood.
Nice pass to Wood.
Sure was. That was a perfect pass. That was hit the tight end going right through the middle that time. It's one of those seam routes. And they're still, you know, no matter what happens in your season, 0-5, 0-6, or whatever, there's still bright spots. And Kyle Adams, sophomore, and Jacob Glover is learning how to play. And nice throw that time.
And here's Glover, left side. Up in the air it goes, and the pass is incomplete. Intended this time for Jess Gooden.
And one thing about Jacob, he's one of the smartest kids that I've ever had in class, to be honest with you, in 10 years I've been here, and just a tremendous kid, and everything that happens to him, he'll learn from. It's not like he's going to continue to make mistakes over and over, so he will learn and he'll get better, and the only way to improve is to play.
Yep.
And he's getting that playing time.
And here's Glover again. Throws it toward the near side.
Nice throw.
Ben Wyatt.
Yeah, Ben just dropped that one.
Yep.
That's a nice throw.
Good throw. That was the out pass pattern over here. Probably only going to be about a 5-yard out that time, but Ben would tell you he should have caught that one.
3rd and 10 for Barron County. 7:44 left in the game with the ball on the Trojan 32-yard line. 41-8, Marshall County. 2 long road trips coming up over the next couple of weeks. Christian County next week and Graves County 2 weeks from tonight. Pitch out to Adams. Adams right side and takes it to about the 37. And
that's Jess Gooden.
Jess Gooden is shaken up.
And Jess got caught up that time right at the play. Jess was trying to block, and he got bent backwards that time. And I think they're looking at his, I don't want to say right now, looking at his, I thought they're backwards that time. They're looking at his, maybe looking at his foot or ankle. Jess played well tonight. Caught the touchdown pass and the 2-point conversion.
Right. He's being helped up.
It is his right leg, not being able to put a lot of pressure on it. And we're a very thin football team anyway.
It'll be 4th down and 6 for Barron County as Wyatt back to punt. High snap to Wyatt. Good kick.
They've got nobody deep. Got no roll on it. Actually bounced backwards a little bit.
Dead bounce, didn't it?
Yep.
35-yard line, about the 36, I guess, is where Marshall County will have it 1st and 10 with 7:06 to play in the ball game. Marshall's 41, the Trojans 8. And I believe we've got a new quarterback in.
It's our 3rd one.
For Marshall County is number 6. That's Zach Bryan, a 5'8" sophomore.
Marshall County with this one well in hand, leading the Trojans 41-8. Inside 7 minutes to go in the game.
A lot of new jerseys in there for Marshall County right now.
I think that was 22, Corey Bennett.
22, Corey Bennett, 5'11" junior. Here's a snap. And a handoff this time to 21. Going to be thrown for a big loss. It's Blake York, a 5'8" sophomore.
That was Kyle Adams. That's probably Kyle's 3rd tackle for a loss, I'd say, tonight. It's a loss of about 6.
No quitting Kyle.
Kyle is a excellent football player, both sides of the ball.
3rd down and 17 for the Marshalls. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the game. As Zach Bryan goes under center, sending the man in motion. Fake handoff, giving it to one of the halfbacks and gain some of it back.
Tackled by Patrick Young.
Brings up 4th down, and Marshall County will punt.
That's Blake York again.
Conrad back to punt. Got, is that Nick Flickinger back for Barron County?
Yep, that's Nick.
He caught it. Trying to break away from the tackles at the 45-yard line. Nick Flickinger, a 5'11", 165-pound junior. And Marshall County's got a player shaken up a little bit, being helped up. So the Trojans have it on their own 47-yard line.
It'd be nice to take one down and score here. That'd help a little bit. 5:15 to play.
Got Brent Huffman in the ball game in a wideout spot for the Trojans. 5'9" junior. Pitch out is to Eric Landrum. He's got some speed. He may be going. 30, 25, 20. Down to the 15, the 10, down to the 5, inside the 5, out of bounds. Nice run by Eric Landrum.
Yeah, that was the top sweep to the right side that time, and Eric got outside of everybody.
50-yard run by Landrum.
Down to the 4, or maybe the 3.
Eric is he's a heck of an athlete. One of the basketball players that came out and was injured at first game of the year against John Arden, and it's basically taken him about 5 weeks to come back. He sprained his knee.
Glover under center. Pitches it out now to Landrum. Landrum going to be stopped at about, maybe about the 2. Got Nick Russell in there playing a wideout spot, 6'2" junior. Now Brent Huffman checking back in. Got Flickinger and Huffman split left and right.
This may be John Barnett time.
And here's the handoff. No, it's the Landrum again. And Landrum.
Well, he got right to the goal line.
He was right there.
But instead of falling forward, he fell backwards that time. Good job by the Marshall County defense right there.
Notice Eric runs just a little bit high. He really doesn't get down. And I think that's maybe a lack of experience running the ball.
Third and goal.
Kind of like it, the Eddie George style.
Yeah. If you run upright, you're not going to push that pile forward very many times.
Third and goal from the 1. Glover hands it off. John Barnett punches it in.
Yeah, Barnett kind of stays low to the ground.
Well, we got what you wanted. You wanted a touchdown.
Yeah, that always helps.
Why don't you say that before every drive?
Well, let's get an extra point here and then a fumble. And maybe you just got to call for what you want.
That's right.
41-14 on Barnett's 1-yard touchdown. Trojans will go for 2.
You want a 2-point conversion?
Yes, let's get a 2-point conversion here. Glover takes a snap, drops back, rolling right. Here's the pass. It is going to be.
Got it.
Right on target. Brett Huffman for the 2-point conversion.
All right. Nice throw, nice catch that time. Good concentration that time by Brent Huffman because the Marshall County defender looked like he was going to make the interception, dove right in front of it. Nice concentration. They kept playing hard.
Zach Bryan sending a man in motion. And a handoff to 32, which is Matt Blagg, a 5'8", 146-pound sophomore.
Another tackle for a loss there, I believe.
Yeah.
Can county up a little bit.
Be nice. Handoff from Bryan. Check the number there. Bryan hands it off. Gets to the 25-yard line.
Well, we're going to get the ball back.
Yep. That was.
How about a punt return for a touchdown?
Have you or a loved one participated in a local event filmed by the Glasgow EPB? Maybe it was a school graduation, Little League championship, or musical performance. These are all events that have recently been professionally captured on video by the EPB to be aired on Channel 6. The EPB archives contain community, school, and church events dating back to 1990 and can be purchased by anyone. DVDs are $13 and would make a great gift for family and friends while preserving a timeless memory of a special moment in one's life. Call to place your order today.